Hello everyone, my name is Muhsin Muhammad and my title is Tracking and Limiting Screen Time. So here's my conclusion card. All day, every day, we are surrounded by screens, whether it be TV screens, whether it be tablet screens, whether they be computer screens or cell phone screens. Studies all around the world have shown the negative effects that these screens have upon our health. Um, Sometimes we may get caught watching a Netflix show or even watching TikToks all day or even studying for a quiz or a big exam that we have, and we find ourselves staring at the screen, draining our eyes and our brains all day, every day. People need to monitor screen use in order to improve their well being and maximize their lifestyles. In order to convince you all to monitor your screen time, I think I will link high screen time hours with the presence of depression and anxiety, monitoring screen time with the healthier lifestyle, and limiting screen time with the ability to capitalize on more real world opportunities. As you can see in the visual aids that I've listed below, excess screen time usage can cause a number of adverse health effects. We're going to focus on depression and anxiety and sleep quality in particular. I know that I can attest to this, but many use their phones for several hours a day, and studies show that this can lead to several forms of anxiety and depression. One study found one study found that there was a correlation between depression and anxiety screen time of more than 4 hours per day. The average screen time per weekday was approximately 3 hours among adolescents or children in this study, according to Lung and Torres. I must pose this question to you. How much screen time do you average per day on your cell phones? Um, Screen time effects are not limited to only cell phones. This also includes TVs, like I listed before, tablets, and any other screens that you can think of. In another study of US adults, there were strong correlations between TV watching and computer uses with moderate or severe levels of depression. Depression is something that we take very seriously nowadays. It is 2021, and with the rise of suicide rates, this is something that we have deeply dug into during this study. Cutting out excess TV and computer usage may help decrease or limit increasing rises of depression and anxiety. Um, I have to pose another question to you. At what time could you maybe read a book instead of watching TV, or cut out your scrolling time on your phone? Whether that be before workouts, before a test, before you go to bed. These are some things that you could be thinking about. Monitoring screen time will help better organize our day-to-day life. People definitely need to pay more attention to tracking their screen time, as this would help result in a very much more healthier lifestyle. Um, in a study in 2021 by Carlos Wong and a few other researchers, um, screen times, lower screen times connected and correlated with better quality of life. They also contribute to like better and higher qualities um, related to lifestyles and increased physical activity. Um, More people, meaning more people are willing to get outside and do fun activities with their family or friends instead of just sitting on their phone or watching Netflix all day. We should try to avoid using our phones close to bedtime, as I said shortly before this. Many people use their phone as a way to wind down for the night, which is not a good idea. Um, it actually is bad for your vision, and um, a lot of scientists nowadays are recommending that you turn your phone on night mode to reduce the amount of blue light that you are using and exposing your eyes to. Um, the more we are looking down at our phones, the less time we have to engage in real world opportunities and engage in human interaction. And like I said before, this is just not really all that healthy for human function. I, in fact, did my research on a Netflix documentary, and this just so happened to be The Social Dilemma, and it explains the algorithms, which are basically the ways that the internet flows, and you know, um, it talks about social media users and how they engage with different platforms. In the documentary, when the family is sitting at the table, everyone is on their cell phones and not engaged with one another, and basically they figure out ways that they can get the family to engage in ways that they can distract them, and it's a really interesting study because it just shows the tendencies and the temptations of social media users and people that love to, I guess, dig their head in these phones. Um, Although there are many times that it is necessary that we are on our phones and our technology, with it being the technology generation, um, unnecessary excess screen time is not beneficial, and we need to cut back. And that is my main message to you all. Here are my slides for this presentation. Talks about negative impacts of excessive screen time here. It has a full body chart. This talks about the systemic impacts. Saying no to screen time means saying yes to something else, which is, engage human interaction and different ways to better our lifestyles. Using screen time on the phone, on the iPhone,